Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. This is Force, and here today we are going to be checking out Paladins. It's been a long time since we've done a checkout video. I know variety on this channel has been I'll call it a wee bit lacking, so we're hoping to bring that back. And let's start that off with this here video. So what is Paladins? Paladins is an upcoming free-to-play multiplayer shooter with heroes. It's a hero shooter. It's a lot of those coming out. Well, this is one of those things. This game is being developed by none other than Hi-Rez Studios. Of course, you might know them for games like Smite. Yes, indeed. It's being developed by the guys who made Smite. This is their next project, and you know what? Good for them, because Smite I think it's still doing pretty well. I hear that the game is still growing and doing well. I don't play the game anymore, but I did play it quite a bit, and I liked it quite a bit. So let's check out their newest game. It might take a minute to queue here, so I just figured we'd use this time to just chat a bit about it. Again, Paladins is the name of the game. Champions of the Realm, I guess, is what we're calling the subtitle or something. As I mentioned, it is a free-to-play upcoming game. It's playing on PC right now, but it's also coming to current generation consoles. So, of course, we're going to assume that's the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Probably not the Wii thingy, because, you know, there's only like 5 games to come out of that thing, and they're all by Nintendo. Oh, that third-party support for that thing is such a bummer. And it's also, I think, worth mentioning right now that the game is in a state of early access, which we see it all the time with games. It's not anything surprising or new. Early availability to this game is an option. They're having some sort of a program that you can buy into if you want to. That's not why I'm making this video. This is just a video to show off the thing, but I just want to let you know that if you happen to like really enjoy what you see here today, it is a game that you could technically purchase your way into at the moment. However, it's also a game that you could just wait to play in the future. So this is a hero-based game with different heroes that have different abilities. We've got the turret-building dwarf, hilariously enough. We've got the elvish, sleek-looking archer lady. We got a big old tank who's got a giant shield, which basically equates to Reinhardt. A few different options here. We're gonna play the big old tank, though. He's a character that I have a lot of fun with. He's might be one of the easier characters to play. And now, bear in mind, I've only played this game for an afternoon or so. I want to say about a week or a week and a half ago. I spent the entirety of one of my streams playing this title, and you know what? I thought it was pretty good. I think the game could use some polish. I think especially coming off the heels of playing a game like Overwatch by Blizzard, a very polished, nice-looking game that's just tight, smooth, plays very well. This game feels not as much that. You know, the animations might not be as great. But it's got its own little charm. It's got its own stuff going for it, and that's what we're going to take a look at here today in this video. So first of all, things are everywhere. You might not be surprised, but here we go. Cards. Yes, cards exist. This game has a card system in which you have a deck of cards within your collection for the various heroes in this game, or champions, I believe they're called, and you use those cards during a match. There's, I guess, some concern about balance issues with that and randomness, because you're drawing random cards for your kit while you're playing. But anywho's, we're going to start off with this one here. Give me plus 400 max health for every armor card you have equipped, including Fortress. So including that card, we're going to get some armor cards. Something else that this game has, and we're probably going to draw a lot of parallels to Overwatch, not because the games are entirely similar, but because it's hero-based with abilities and it's a shooter-style game. So there are comparisons to be drawn, and in just a moment you're going to see something that might make you slam your forehead into the desk when it comes to, wow, that seems very obviously inspired by something that I know. But this guy's really cool. He's got a flamethrower, and he can just dish out the damage with that. But beyond having his flame, oh yeah, get the kill. Beyond having his flamethrower, guess what else he has? It's, oh shit, get out of that. It's a big old shield. Oh, that looks familiar. Have I seen a big old shield like that any time recently? Was there a moment in history where there was a shield that looks, yeah, that's right, this looks a lot like Reinhardt's shield, and it's, well, it's something that's somewhat similar. I guess we could say there's some similarities that could be drawn. Oh, who's shooting us right now? I wasn't, oh, look at this person. So let's talk about this guy's ability. Oh shit, he dropped his explosion thing. Let's talk about this guy's abilities. First of all, my left click is our flamethrower ability. So launching out flames, there you go, pew pew pew, shoot them out. There's no reloading or anything in this game either. I also have a fireball bounce my Q, my E is my shield, and then on F I've got a charge ability. And as you can see, there's the mount thing. As we mentioned, mounts are in this game. Every one of the characters has a mount. Let's go ahead and launch a fireball. That was launching it where I expected him to go, but he died before that even became a thing. We also have a new card available to us. You're going to get one of those at every level. We're going to try to knock this gate down, though. This is our prime directive. Blow up the gate. The gate is blown up, and now we need to get the heck out of there. So we charge back. We put up our shield in case people try to shoot us while running away. And then we get back on our mount, and now is a great time for us to check out what we want for our next card. And that's for like I mentioned the animations and stuff. I mentioned polish early on. Like, this riding animation is fucking shit, let's be honest. It looks horrible. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. The gameplay is one of the most important things. However, I just want to say this because you use some work. All right, so let's check out our second card here. I want to pick an armor card because we get a huge benefit from it. So let's see. Increase your max health by 150 for each minute active. Wow, that's really good. Mitigate damage by 40% while you're on a capture point, or take 12% reduced damage nearby. Okay, let's go with this one because I want to just stack. What I'm going to try to do based on my first card and the second card we got, which the first card, since the second card we picked was an armor card, that is going to give us additional health on top of it. But plus, every minute that card is active, the second card we just picked, we're going to get an additional 150 health. So we're at 5100 right now, and for every continuous minute that card is active, we're going to get extra 150. Now, what does active mean? Well, basically, when you die, cards go on this cooldown. There's like cooldown system for the bonuses you get on a card, and that cooldown is longer based on the strength of the cards, is kind of how that works. That's more or less, you know, I'm not going to get everything right. Again, I only played this game for an afternoon, but that's more or less what I recall from my experience with it before. All right, so we're getting another card up, and I think we're going to go ahead and just grab that real quick. Let's find an armor one. Let's just pick this one. While staying on the capture point, drops HP. Now, I had other ones that I could have looked at. We had different options, but again, what I want to do in this match here that we're playing, I want to stack as much freaking HP as possible. That's going to be... We're crushing it over here, aren't we? I want to stack as much HP as possible. I want to make this guy the tankiest of all tanks that ever did tank a tank. So the only current gameplay mode in this game is the one that you're seeing right now, and it's like this push thing. So basically, there are 3 capture points on the map. If you take a look in the upper right-hand corner at the mini-map, you can notice those little gray spots, those little gray dots at the center of the map, going from west to east. There's three gray dots total, and essentially every notice says capture spawn point in 10 seconds. So basically, 10 seconds from now, another spawn is gonna come up, and we have to go there, capture it, and then it spawns the catapult, which we use to try to push towards the enemy base. That's the whole idea behind this game mode. Now, I'm actually not sure. I haven't done a lot of research into it. All I know is from what I've been playing. But I don't know if there's going to be other game modes. I want to assume there's going to be, because frankly, if this is the only game mode in the game, I don't know if... I mean, it's fun, but I just think more variety would be a great thing, you know, because at least more than one game mode. I'd like to get at least 2, right? We would like to assume that there's going to be more than one. If yeah, so that'd be really nice. So anyways, yeah, we get our cards as we level up. The cards have different rarities and stuff, and we're gonna take a closer look at the card system itself once this particular match is over. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to. Oh, there we go. Close enough. This flamethrower actually has some fairly significant range, which is awesome. Let's put up our shield, let's drop it back down, and go to push with thing. Okay, we got another card available. We're going to try to pick an armor one. There's only one. Increase your maximum health by 30%. Okay. I mean, I don't even want... you could pause the video and check out those other ones. I don't even need to read them, because, again, I am stacking max health. So armor is what we're going for. And beyond the card's abilities, I should have mentioned this earlier. Beyond the card's abilities, each card will also add to your stats, either increasing your health or your damage. So there's all sorts of different things. All right, so we're trying to push. This is the final push, actually. This is what is, I believe, called the vault. And once you kill the vault, then that's game over. And it looks like my team is certainly doing the work. There you go. We won the game. We pushed the vault. Now, you might ask, you know, your whole directive is to push down these gates and kill the vault. So that, obviously, as you saw, that's the ultimate thing that declares victory for your team. Why don't you just do it from the get-go? Well, you can actually only push down those gates and attack the vault when the catapult is pushing with you. So it forces everyone to go to those capture points, fight for those capture points, and then go to the first, second gate, and then push to the vault. And there's a few different maps in this game at the moment in its current iteration, which we'll take a look at here. So let's just take a look here. We got this little end of match screen. We can see things like the total knockouts, which basically means you participated in a kill, then the number of killing blows, where I got the final death stroke or whatever, and then my total deaths, which was 0, which is kind of hilarious actually, because I haven't played this game much. We earned some gold, we earned some XP, we get a mastery increase, which is I believe like our count level, and with that I got a little card here. We also got a couple of chests here, and the chest, this is where the card system comes in. Why are cards everywhere? Is there a particular reason why they're I'm not entirely sure. Here's a look at the scoreboard as well. We didn't pull this up in match, but you can see here the KOs, the deaths, and then the killing blows. So this is the number of deaths I participated in. That's the number of, again, killing and blows that I got. There you go. And there's the enemy team. And these are the cards that were selected. And you can see some people level up further than others. Like, it looks like Sky didn't get enough level for that card. We got their Fernando on their team that only got up to level 2, apparently. And everyone else here on our team, myself included, got up to level 4 there. A couple of things here. I guess you could probably add them to your friends list. Yeah, it looks like that's what I just did. I don't actually mean to do that. And then this thing here is where you could report a player for if they're doing bad stuff or whatever. Okay, let's go back to the home screen and let's go into the vault. And on the vault here, this is the card stuff. And there's deck construction, which I didn't think was actually in the game at the moment. It wasn't the last time I played, but apparently it's here now. So let's go through this. First of all, loot chest. So we got a couple loot chests. These are the smaller ones. You open a champion chest here, and you're gonna get these as you level up and stuff. You complete basically as you play the game. The more you play the game, the more chests that you're gonna get. So we got a single card from each one of these chests, and the cards are gonna be randomized what champion that they're for. So this is one for not the champion that I play. This is one for the shaman style champion. He's got like an arc lightning ability or whatever. So you unlock these cards, and there's a total. There are a set number of types of cards available in the game, and once you unlock all of them, basically gives you a full variety. Now this one is going to give us a bunch of cards actually. It's like a full set there, and as you can see we got a bunch of commons and uncommons. I think that's what it's called. We could check that out actually in just a second. Let's go back. So we open up the chest, and here's our card collection. So as you can see, there's a total of roughly 30 cards for each of the champions, some more than others, and that shows you how much we've collected for each of them. So for Fernando, which is a character we just played, we got 19 of the 31, and we got 19 of 31 for Ruckus. Some of the ones we've got not as much for. Barrack here, he's the turret dude. We only got 16 of 42. So there's all sorts of different ones, and they've got all these different cards, and as you unlock them, they become potential cards that you can get access to as you level up in the match. And you can see we've got these higher rarity cards, which these are the really awesome stuff here. Like, check out this Queen of the Hill, plus 200 health per second while on the capture point or in your base. Like, this makes you very strong when going for those objectives. Or this one here, burns enemies for 320 over 4 seconds for your fireball ability. Dire Need, allies within 30 feet gain a 400 damage shield for 5 seconds when you activate your shield. So these are the really, really strong cards. And in the mode that we're playing now, it basically takes your total pool of cards and randomizes what you're going to get at the various levels. So there's cards that you get at level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and at level 5 it is that you get access to these really high rarity, super potent cards. And again, as you could have seen in the match we just played, they're going to kind of drastically change your character. We could go for like an offensive Fernando, focusing on his fireball and his flamethrower or whatever, or like super ultra tanky with a boatload of health. Now, as I mentioned, the cards do have stats attributed to them, and that's here at the lower left and lower right. And there's that cooldown, which activates when you die. So if I died, my cards go on cooldown, and they're just not, their ability isn't basically available until they're off cooldown. But this is a increase in damage percentage that you get, and this here is an increase in health. So depending on the cards, you're going to get different, like this one gives you 8% more damage. And that's a significant choice. If we chose this one, we're tankier, we got more health, plus we get this health benefit here. It's only 2% more damage, but this one gives us 8% more total damage. That is additional 6% damage over that card. I mean, as you can imagine, that's a significant change. That's a significant difference. So there you go. All right, so those are I mean, we're not going to go through and look at all the cards, but you get the idea. Different cards alter their play styles for the different champions here in this game. And there's card crafting, and essentially what you can do here is you can take your duplicate cards and use them to craft additional cards that you want or whatever. So we could like craft a legendary, and oh, we got that. Okay, wonderful. We do another one of these. Craft another one. Oh, look at, and I guess we're just, can we keep? I mean, I guess I'm just crafting a ton of legendaries. I didn't think that why do I have this many to... Okay, well, apparently I had a ton of stuff to craft legendaries. And I'm just gonna keep... Wait, can I keep doing it? Oh, because I get duplicates and it's letting me continue to do... I mean, I'll just freaking... I didn't think I had these many cards, but apparently I do. Yeah, I've got... Okay, those... So it shows right here all my duplicates that I have. And I can use those duplicates again to craft additional cards. And there's all sorts of different things. And basically, these ones at the bottom guarantee to be unique, which means you won't get any duplicates. But this one could potentially give me a duplicate epic card that I already have. Which, if you have a duplicate card, you're just going to use that to craft another card anyways. But yeah, it's an epic. It's an epic. Are they all epics? There's a lot of... Oh, we got another. And we got a few more of those, so we make one of those. I mean, why... I can't believe we have these many cards. What are these specialty cards do? We craft just all sorts of... This guy keeps yelling legendary, and it's amazing. Apparently, I had a ton of more duplicate cards than I thought that I did. And for that reason, we're just making a boatload of stuff, and that's fine by me. I'm running out, though. I think, anyways. Oh, no, wait. I've got a ton of common duplicates, so I can just keep spamming this. All right. Well, I mean, I should do this before we play another match, right? Like, this is awesome. I'm going to go with so many cards. Okay, perfect. And then we'll make a couple comments because we got a few, and that's that. There we go. So I've crafted all the cards I could potentially craft, and what that ends up doing, obviously, is increase our card collection. So there you go. Now we got more cards for different characters. Fernando's at 21. Is that what I was at before, anyways? Oh, we got a lot more for Barrack here. We're now up to 20 of 42, so that's great. So yeah, eventually you'll unlock all the cards, and that just gives you more options when you're in the game. So we checked out the card collection, we checked our crafting, we checked out a loot chest. So here's a deck construction, which I didn't think this was even in the game, but you can basically construct a deck with which you can pull from during the match. So you're going to get these options, and then you're picking what it's for. So do we have anything for slot 3? Apparently not. This is all filled up. I'm guessing what's going to happen is eventually I'll have more cards available to me than slots available, and I'll have to bounce in and out. Let's see if any of my guys... Let's see if that's the case on any of my people. It might not be. I don't even know. I mean, it looks like it isn't. It looks like if anything, I still need more cards. So this is perfect. I mean, at least I've got enough to get me going here. But if I'm assuming, again, eventually you're going to have extra cards and you can swap them in and out depending or whatever. Okay, so that's all this back-end stuff. There's account progression. As you progress up, you get a radiant chest, as you can see here, and then you'll get those junky chests for just playing the game and getting victories and stuff. And then there's a store here. Here's the Founders Pack, which again gives you the closed beta access. It gives you some Radiant Chest, and it gives you this Nightmare Mount. They're calling it an Infernal War Horse. Every time I see a horse on fire, it's a nightmare for Magic the Gathering. I'm sorry, that's what it is. You can also purchase Radiant Chests to unlock those cards faster. You know, I mean, I only play this game for one afternoon, and based on the current collection, I already have a ton of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's probably not super necessary. And then there's code redeem. A name that you can pay for a name change. I mean, come on, my guys, really? Is it real? Are we really still at the point where we need to charge for name changes? I understand there's like server space and the stuff that takes up or whatever, but come on, dude. Practice mode and co-op. And again, we've got this one gameplay mode, Siege. This is the only one. Once more, I haven't done the research on it, but I'm going to assume there's going to be more gameplay modes. I certainly hope that there's going to be more gameplay modes here. As you saw in the gameplay that we went through, I do feel like the animations, at least some of them, could use a little work. I think the horse riding animation, frankly, looks like horrendous. The characters on the back of the horse look stiff as hell. They could use just a little more, I don't know, realism or maneuverability or something. So we got an archer lady. Turret dude was already taken. Why don't we take archer lady? Because she's a character that I'm comfortable with. I'm not super comfortable with all these other characters. Turret guy, I also wouldn't mind playing, but it looks like someone else already has him. So let's go ahead and pick Miss Archer. She has got a scouting ability, which works as like wall hacks for a moment. It also gives you some nice boosted damage. She's got this whole dodge. Oh, I didn't mention it. So as you saw on my last character, we had this charge ability. Every one of the characters has something that resembles a movement skill, be it a charge, a dodge roll, a blink ability. One of the characters has invisibility. That's Sky. She like throws darts or something or whatever, shurikens or whatever. But she's got invisibility, and she's got this huge radius bomb ability, which is the radius of it is gigantic. It's hard to escape, and it does a ton of damage, so it's pretty cool there. Yeah, and then we got different mounts here and whatever. So she's gonna be pretty fun. We'll give her a go, see how she works. Oh yeah, this character also has this pinning shot, and she's got cards that you can basically combo to like increase the damage and reduce the cooldown of that shot. Depending on the more people that you hit, it basically scatters and hits multiple targets. And you can essentially, if the enemy team is grouped up, you can literally keep spamming it over and over again for what amounts to insane amounts of damage. Absolutely ridiculous. So we'll see if I can go ahead and go for that build. And I'm also happy to see here we're on a different map this time, which is great. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cards we've got access to. This one's for dodge roll. Instantly reduce the cooldown by 6 seconds of your first shot rolling hits target. We can get the scout radius to global or blaster shot. You now instead shoot 3 smaller blast shots in succession, each dealing 100 damage. And knocking back by 200. I actually kind of like that, and I think I like to focus on the blaster shot all the way through. So let's go ahead and pick that ability. That's going to be our level 1. And let's go ahead and hop on the mount and move out. I'd like to check out. Okay, so you know what? This looks a little bit better. The character animation on this riding looks a little bit better, I think, than our buddy Fernando did. All right, so here's the first point. Once more, mini-map in the upper right-hand corner. And I didn't actually talk too much about the UI last time. As you can tell, we've got our team on our side, the ability and health on the lower left. Mini-map is upper right. The cards that we have, plus our current level and stats, are bottom right. And then up top, we've got the capture point details, as well as, like, we got the capture point details, as well as the health of the various towers, or the gates. Gates is the word that I want to use. The health of the various gates. Let's go ahead and put up our scout, which is the wall hacks, but more importantly, oh yeah. We're gonna, oh no, frick, I just walked right into that. That's stupid. I'm gonna die now. I need to get back so I don't die. That's really, when we're out of combat, we gain some health. And then we've got these health globes that'll pick up off of characters when they die. All right, second card is available. Blast shot I like. For each enemy hit, heal for 320 seconds. Increase distance. Kills restore 60% max health. Let's go with the drain life. We're going to just focus on that Q ability of ours because I really like blast shot. So at the top again, you saw it was filling up as we were capturing the point. And then we've got the health of our gates plus our vault. And then that of the enemies way up top. Okay, so there's a bomb there. That's the bomb of the invisible character, the character that can go invisible. It's only brief. She doesn't have permanent invisibility or anything along those lines. All right, so we're going to go ahead. I guess one important thing that we should talk about, it's worth talking about, is like, what's the shooting like? Feels pretty good. It feels good, you know, it works. It does feel a little, what's the word that I want to use? Not very, like, impactful, I guess is what I would say. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of weight or heft to any of my attacks and abilities. I think that's a fair and true statement that I could share with you guys. So it's just something worth mentioning. You know, it's not, I'm dead. I'm not exactly the end of the world. It's not exactly the end of the world. You know, when I shoot, I hit what I think I'm gonna hit, and that's definitely important. But I do feel like there's a little bit, just not as, I guess polish is still the word that we would use. Polish is still the word. So since we did die, it's actually good to show you, check out the bottom right-hand corner, the 2 cards that we have at the moment, there's the cooldown. So we're not going to get the benefit of those cards until they're off cooldown. Now, these weaker cards have a lower cooldown. It's going to be off cooldown basically by the time I get back into combat. But the stronger cards, those legendary cards and stuff, are going to have a much higher cooldown. So it's going to be longer until you can use them again, essentially. Speaking of cards, we just got another one. So let's, oh shit, there's her thing. So let's go ahead and check this out. Blast shot slows enemy enemies at 40. dodge roll stuff, fucking just whatever. Stack it all. Stack it all. Stack it all on blast shot. That's what I want to do. That's what we're going to do. I need to back up because they are really up my business here. Oh, I didn't see her. That's a lady. There she is throwing the darts at me. And we're dead. And once more, you see the bottom right. There are the cards going back on cooldown. I mean, you know, I don't die at all with Fernando, and then we play the Archer, and I die twice. I just need to stop being up on the front line. I need to stay in the back and be a little safer about it. At least we're getting some competition this time instead of just steamrolling. I think that's not the worst of things. Okay, so they've got a thing pushing. So our goal now is to kill this, because if this is dead, then all their other stuff, then they can't attack the gate as well. So we're gonna just go ahead and spam on this and just try not to die to them as well. We got some little gates here, which will teleport us up to the top. There we go. Oh no, he put up his freaking thing. Yeah, so they're probably gonna get that gate down. I don't even see any of our friends here. Yeah, got the gate down, certainly. Okay, let's go dodge roll up and see if we can get some of these. Who's here? Who's doing that, huh? Oh yeah. Oh no! Don't please kill him. We did really. Yeah. Okay. I was like, we did a shit ton of damage. I swear to goodness, we better kill him. And I'm actually really hoping. You know, I'm somewhat glad. You know, I'd like to not die, but I'm somewhat glad that we're that this game's taking a little bit longer and it's not a steamroll, because hopefully we get to level 5 this way, so you get to take a look at what some of those more powerful stuff looks like. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know what this death mark means, but I'm guessing it means somebody's marked me for death. So try to stay away from whoever that person is. Okay, I didn't know he's just gonna stand still here. Oh no, you know what? Actually, I need to get behind this guy's shield. Abso-tootly. Abso-friggin-tootly. So yeah, the shooting feels good. It is responsive, but I would like, you know, more polish is always good, but you also have to realize I'm not surprised that a shooter coming from a smaller studio, even though they have been successful, with Smite, they're not Blizzard, so they can't, I guess, they can't afford it just as much. All right, let's check this. Affected enemies are rooted. That's actually what I do want. I'm gonna put that on the entire team if we can. We are really close to capping this, but they've completely taken it over right now, and we've got a couple people dead. Once my blast shot's off cooldown, they're actually really low. Let's just freaking go in. Okay, we just got this. We just nailed this right there, just like that. He's dead. We got this. We finished it off. Boom, baby. Gonna take that second gate. So back to the point that I was making. Even though Hi-Rez has been pretty successful with Smite, they're still not Blizzard, and the level of polish that you expect from games is, of course, acceptably lower, because a lot of that has to do with money and then also time. It's not game breaking though, but I like to mention, I like to tell you guys what I'm thinking, how I feel about a title. I'm not gonna lie and say this feels just as good as Overwatch, and I know we're drawing that comparison a lot, and some people might think, well, that's not fair. Why, this isn't Overwatch? Well, it isn't, but it's a hero shooter, and that's, I think it's fair to make those comparisons and to have that conversation. I think that's a fair conversation to have. I don't think we're gonna get this. It doesn't look like we're going to, and it looks like I might die. This is gonna be close. I got my health regen coming up right now. There we go. At the right around your health bar, there are these little red bars where you can see when you're leaving combat and when that health regen is gonna start. We're very close to level 5. It'd be very nice if we could hit it. I hope this guy joins me here, because we almost... Oh no, he just fucking left me, and now I'm fucking dead, right? Oh my goodness. Please get away, Dennis. Please, 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 please. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's like my entire team is not here. I don't want to get blown up right now. All right, so we got the capture point going on here. We're, again, so close to level 5. Hopefully we hit that. I want to show you those really good abilities. I like my team to show up before I waltz in there all by my lonesome. Oh, yeah. Did you see that? All right, so here it is. Let's get our level 5 before we walk back in. It's going to be Blast Shot. Bleed enemies for 320 damage over 4 seconds. I love it. You love it. Everybody loves it. Let's freaking nail these people. We got additional damage. We got the slow. We got all sorts of fun stuff off of this. And again, there's all sorts of different options. You don't have to just focus on one thing. But I like doing that. I like going hard. Going hard in the paint. Is that what they say? I don't know what they say. I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, he's dying. Okay. And we pick up that little health from him as well. I guess we could put up our wall hacks. Oh, she went invisible. But there she is. I see her. You can't hide from me forever, lady. Where'd you go? Where'd she go? Oh, did I kill her? Yeah, yeah. All right, let's go over here. Let's pick up the health. We're going to drop combat in a second. We captured this, and this is not going to be the final push because we still have to go for their vaults as well. So I guess what I will say, if we want to sort of have some final thoughts and draw a conclusion after taking a look at some gameplay, where it stands right now, I think this is a pretty fun experience. It is going to be a free-to-play game, much like Smite is. So it's a game that you can always just hop in and check out. It's another option in what seems to be a multitude of hero-style shooters. And we keep drawing that comparison to Overwatch. We also have to, as we say that in the same breath, mention that while it's got similarities, it's certainly not the same. It is a different experience. It's not exactly the same title. It's not offering exactly the same thing. So there are certainly things to enjoy differently from both games. It doesn't have to be a one or the other thing. I think a lot of times when it comes to people, and I understand why, there's only so much time or money to spend on games, so we can't play all the games all the time, and if we want to dedicate to one, in many people's eyes, it is a decision of one game or the other, because people have to make a choice in terms of where they spend their time. But it's always good to have more options, and they're different games, they're doing different things, they certainly have a different aesthetic, different vibe. Gameplay is different in many capacities, and yeah, there you go. Options, they're good. I'm here to show you some of those, try out these games, and give you my impressions, and hopefully you're getting that here from this video. And I am also hoping that we secure this victory right now. That'd be fantastic. All right, well, I don't think we're gonna finish up this match here. I'd like to get things wrapped up here. Again, final thoughts. It seems pretty good where it's at. I'd like to see a bit more polish. I'd, of course, like to see some more game modes. We are expecting more champions to get added to the game as well. Overall, it's been a pretty fun experience. I think it'll be worth at least checking out, using some of your time to give it a look and formulate your own opinions. But as it stands for me, I think it's a good alternative. I think it's another game entering that hero shooter genre. And I think maybe we should give it a look. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay video checking out Paladins, the upcoming hero shooter from Hi-Rez Studios. Have a wonderful afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.